Today, we are taking a look at 3 stocks that hedge funds have been buying up millions of recently, and on top of that, they score a perfect 10. So let's get into it. All right, guys, welcome back. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope everyone is getting ready to enjoy a nice long Easter weekend. But before we get into the holiday weekend, we're going to take a look at 3 stocks that score a 10 out of 10 on the TipRank Smart Score. That is a data-driven score that looks at 8 unique factors and measures a stock's likelihood to outperform the overall market. One of those metrics is hedge fund activity. And today we've narrowed in on 3 stocks that have seen a big increase in hedge fund activity lately. On top of all this, they also come in with a strong buy consensus from Wall Street. So we're going to take a look at these companies, what it is that they do, and what those analysts are predicting for the stock's future. I found them using the TipRank's stock screener. Found underneath the screener menu, here I put in a few different filters, including a 10 out of 10 smart score, a strong buy analyst consensus, and then positive hedge fund activity to get the list of companies down below. You can try out the stock screener for yourself on the TipRanks website or right on the TipRanks mobile app. Also, for Easter, TipRanks is having a sale, so right now you can unlock premium subscriptions at 50% off. You can follow links in the description below to take advantage. Now let's dive right into our 3 perfect 10 stocks. We're going to kick things off with Intercontinental Exchange. They trade under the ticker ICE, currently priced at $163 per share. They are in the red this past year, down 5.6% and 4.5% in the last 3 months. Intercontinental Exchange, or ICE, is a global financial infrastructure company operating some of the world's most important exchanges and markets, including none other than the New York Stock Exchange. They facilitate trading in stocks, commodities, and derivatives, and also provide critical data, analytics, and mortgage technology platforms. In simple terms, ICE sits at the center of global finance, powering how assets are traded, priced, and tracked across markets. As the stock has been dipping in price this past year, it does seem that hedge funds have been buying the dip, as their overall holdings of the ICE stock increased by 3.2 million shares last quarter. That included the notable Ray Dalio increasing to an existing position. Viking Global Investors started a new position at 777 million, plus another brand new position here and others adding to existing. On February 4th, ICE came out with their 4th quarter earnings report, where we saw both an earnings and revenue beat, plus record full-year financial performance. Earnings per share of $1.71 came in 3 cents ahead of analyst expectations, while quarterly revenue of $3.14 billion beat estimates of $2.48 billion. For the full year, they saw earnings per share of $6.95, up 14% year over year, and full-year net revenues of $9.9 billion. And following that quarterly earnings report, we did have a handful of analysts increasing their price targets and reiterating their buy ratings, including one at TD Cowen. They said they came off the earnings conference call incrementally constructive, reflecting more unified growth across segments, greater comfort against AI disruption, and underlying operating leverage, setting the stage for a favorable end of 2027. With 10 current analyst ratings, the ICE stock does come in as a strong buy, with 9 buys and 1 hold. The average price target of $197 implies an upside potential of nearly 21%. Looking at those price targets down below, they range from an upside of 10% all the way up to 49%. Second on our list, we're taking a look at Union Pacific. They trade under the ticker UNP, currently priced at $243 per share. Their stock is up 8.5% in the past year and is up 4.8% in the last 3 months. Union Pacific is one of the largest freight railroad companies in the United States. It operates a massive rail network across 23 states, transporting goods like agricultural products, energy, industrial materials, and consumer goods. In simple terms, it's a critical backbone of the U.S. economy, moving the raw materials and products that businesses rely on every day, making it a key player in logistics and economic activity. And in the last quarter, we saw hedge funds increase their overall holdings by 2 million shares, giving them a very positive on the hedge fund confidence signal. Down below, once again, we can see all of the activity here. Quite a few hedge funds starting brand new positions in the stock, with one of them buying $376 million worth, plus some other notable hedge funds increasing their existing positions. Now, we did have some mixed results for their fourth quarter report at the end of January. While they did see record full year profitability, earnings came in line with estimates while revenue missed as they're facing some near term headwinds. Volumes, especially in intermodal shipping, have been weak while costs are rising due to labor, fuel, and inflation. And on top of that, there's some uncertainty around their proposed merger with Norfolk Southern, which is delaying some capital decisions. But the company did report earnings per share of $2.86, which was in line with estimates. And for the full year, they reported net income of $7.1 billion, which was up 6% year over year. But despite those near-term headwinds, we've still seen quite a few Wall Street analysts increasing their price targets, including one at Bernstein, who bumped up their price target just a few days ago. That was part of their update to their rail sector thesis as model competition and commodity tailwinds continue to improve for the sector. The railroads are in no way immune to macro risk that could flow from the Iran conflict, but in a world where a severe recession remains a tall risk, there is a case that can be made for increasing rail exposure. Union Pacific has 15 current analyst ratings, coming in as a strong buy with 13 buys and 2 holds, and an average price target of $278, implying an upside potential of 14.5%. Looking at those ratings down below, we can see all those analysts bumping up price targets, ranging from an upside of 7.75% all the way up to 27.9%. If you've made it all the way to our third stock today, then do me a favor and make sure you've hit that thumbs up button. Last but not least, we're looking at Knight Transportation. They trade under the ticker KNX, currently priced at $57 per share. In the past year, their stock has gained 45%, and in the last 3 months is up 6.5%. Knight Transportation is a major U.S. trucking and logistics company, providing full truckload shipping services across North America. They move goods for a wide range of industries using a large fleet and a network of logistics solutions to manage freight efficiently. They're part of Knight Swift Transportation, one of the largest trucking companies in the country, and play a key role in keeping supply chains moving. Knight Transportation has the biggest increase in hedge fund activity of our group today, with hedge funds increasing their holdings by 10.3 million shares last quarter. And surprisingly, it's actually a lot shorter list than UNP. We do have a couple brand new positions, a notable one at Slate Path for $224 million, plus a big increase to D1 Capital, bringing it up to 403 million shares, and then just a few adding to existing positions. The company did come out with mixed results for their fourth quarter at the end of January. Weak freight demand dragged down volumes and margins, but on the positive side, they had solid LTL growth and resilient pricing. Their earnings per share came in at 31 cents, which did fall 4 cents short of expectations, while revenue was in line at $1.9 billion. They did see their full-year truckload earnings grow by $28 million, despite a $125 million decline in truckload revenue. Immediately after that earnings report, we did see a few analysts lower their price targets, but more recently we're seeing them reverse course and bump them back up again. That it also includes some upgrades, including one at Evercore. They said they view the company as one of the most levered to the improving fundamental backdrop, and notes that the company trades at one of the lowest multiples across the peer group. Recent data points, both macro and sector specific, confirm the end of the prolonged downturn and provide optimism about a meaningful earnings per share recovery. Knight Transportation is rated a strong buy based on 11 buys and 2 holds, and the average price target of $64 implies an upside potential of 10.76%. Looking at those ratings down below, the recent ones range from an upside of 5.3% up to 29.5%. So that is a quick look at 3 strong buy stocks, all scoring a 10 out of 10 on the SMART score, and with hedge funds scooping up shares lately. Let me know your thoughts on these companies and which one you'd put on your watch list. I always love hearing from you guys. Keep in mind these videos are never a suggestion to buy or sell any specific stock, so make sure you always do your own research and due diligence. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful long weekend and a happy Easter. I'll see you back here next time.